families, children and adults alike. At home, make delicious meals like hot dogs and hamburgers, cake and soup. And with its portable feature, never ever be stranded in space without a snack. Now cooking is as easy as pressing a button. The Autocook MasterChef 2000 is a product from Track and Wicker Industries.
So I was looking around on the map. I was a bit bored of just jumping the fleet carrier over and over again. And I decided to throw it on no sequence, or only non-sequence stars. And I was looking around the nebula and I found there's a black hole with a neutron star in the same system. So I figured I'd go check it out. It's 24 jumps away. So, you know, not super close. And that's in a ship where we're jumping, where even is it? 91 light years. And it's still, you know, 24 jumps. So figured I would go check it out. Might be cool. We don't know if it's like, you know, not explode or whatever. I just go and have a look at stuff, honestly. We're in the Izanami sector right now. So there's actually like a lot more, you know, stars that we can see around us versus when we were, you know, out over by Beagle Point. There was pretty much nothing over there. Yeah, my Mandalay here is a bit squishy, so we'll have to try and be careful with it. Obviously, we don't want to wreck. But, you know, obviously, I'm not trying to bring the, you know, the Cobra. Trying to bring the Cobra out here would be take forever. It would be like double the amount of jumps, a bit more than double. So it would be looking at like 52 or something, which, you know, I just don't have the time for that. So we actually set off with not enough fuel to make it to Colonia, but I kept like storing tritium in my Type 9 and putting it in the depot and storing more in my Type 9 to, you know, get the weight of the fleet carrier down. And that has definitely helped. We're now over like 1,000 fuel. Like we're gonna arrive at Colonia with 1,000 extra fuel. Which is really cool, but I mean, I wish the game was just more streamlined and could do that anyways, because it's pretty annoying to do that after every jump. Wow. Kind of a cool system. So yeah, I mean, hopefully we find some other cool systems along the way. We're going to be FSSing pretty much every system. So. I'm not super confident about going for like exobiology right now with this ship, you know, with not having a shield or anything. So, you know, probably not gonna be landing on anything. Just looking at stuff. Which, I mean, it's fine. It's more chill anyway. I was leveling my, let me change my audio a little bit. There we go. I was leveling my, druid on WoW earlier. It's like one quest away. Sorry about that, just some background noise. Yeah, my druid is like one quest away from level 78. So right at the end of level 77. I've been leveling up slowly. Not really too bothered with how long it takes, honestly. Oh, I hate it when there's just a couple left and well, there's one right there. There's a couple more. What do you mean there's not one right there? What the hell? Right, whatever. Where are they gonna be? Are they all gonna be like over here by this other star? Thank God you'd have to come like all the way around. All the way around all the stars. That would be super frustrating. Like get a line of sight. It's a pretty interesting system. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so I mean, I haven't been able to mess around really with system colonization yet, but I think they've done it in a way where you can't just get a random system like in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. It has to be like within a certain like range of like an inhabited system, I think. So I mean, I don't know, that's just the choice they've made. I guess they didn't want people just like, you know, setting up camp in random systems throughout the galaxy, which, you know, sounds really cool and really fun, and I kind of wish that it was like that. I suppose there's probably a bunch of people trying to you know, make like a bridge of inhabited systems, you know, from like, you know, the Explorer's Triangle, imagine. That would take a very, very long time. All the way from like the bubble to like Sag to like, or Explorer's Anchorage probably, and then like up to Beagle Point, and then like, you know, Colonia to the bubble, and Colonia also to Beagle as well. That'd be insane. I mean, I'm not really too sure what the point is, like, because I haven't looked into it and I haven't obviously done it, so I don't know if like if they can, you know, potentially generate like credits, or if they can generate you know, like engineering materials would be pretty cool as well. Because if they could actually generate you things, that would be pretty fantastic, honestly. I think I would probably do it if they could generate you resources or credits. And I know that credits, you know, really not that hard to get, but I'm just really lazy. And if I can get, you know, like my fleet carrier right now, right? If it hasn't jumped, it's around 31 million. 31 million credits per week, right? Which obviously isn't a lot if you're playing the game, right? But then, you know, if you just stop playing the game for like 2 years, you know, it's like a couple billion or whatever. I don't know. So like, definitely like, you know, it would be nice to have something to counteract that, but even then, you know, like the fleet carrier like upkeep is taken out of like, you know, the like the balance of the fleet carrier, so you wouldn't really be able to like, you would have to be able to like set up income rather than have a system like deposit it into your fleet carrier, or have your fleet carrier take from, you know, your regular amount of money or whatever. I don't know. There's definitely a lot that they could do to like improve the fleet carriers. Like they're cool, but like they're also super cumbersome as well, so you know.
Incoming message.
Oh, the carrier. Where the heck over there right now? Way over there. So I'm gonna be going, well, like over there, and there, and it's gonna be way up there. So you know, definitely gonna discover a lot of things on the way. Hopefully, see some cool systems. I don't know, like I just think black holes are awesome. And a large amount of my playtime actually was just kind of in and around the bubble. Very large amount, maybe like 60-70%. So I basically never saw one. And I definitely never discovered any. So, you know, I just think it's cool. I don't know if I would actually change anything about, you know, FSS. I think if you're fine with playing, you know, slow, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you do a jump and then you take a couple minutes to like FSS, like the system. And then, you know, you're good. I don't think I would change like the process of scanning, but honestly, I would like if you know if I could be like, hey, you guys should do this. The credits that you get for like discovering bodies and like you know, like even if you like fully like scan with like the efficiency bonus, like a body. It is really not worth it. Like you would only do it for like fun or if you're trying to find like a material or something, right? But you don't even get mats from like like that anymore. You know, there's like a bunch of different like more way better ways to get materials. So I think that they could just keep, you know, scanning the exact same as it is, but just make the rewards like 10x. And I know that probably some people would like disagree with that or whatever, because like, you know, I know that some people are just coming back with like freaking like 10 bill plus of like exploration data. And you know, I mean, that's just not me, you know. This is not me. Speaking about being really far out, I think, you know, the thing I was talking about earlier was like how maybe tritium would only be like 2 or 3 like fragments per tritium, and then maybe like platinum would be like 10 or whatever. I guess if I was to, like expand upon that, something that I didn't think of at the time, I think it would be cool if like if like some materials, like I don't know, like, you know, X material, you know, were only available in like certain sectors. You know, like how we're in the Izanami sector right now, right? Like, you know, maybe there's a certain, I don't know, like gem or, you know, a certain mineral or something, right, that you could only find in this sector from like mining or gathering in general or whatever, right? And I think it would be really cool if, like, you know, every sector had, you know, like a specific material that you could only get from that sector. Because that is as it is right now, you know, like you can, where is it, down here? Yeah, the inner Orion spur. you know, like I don't know, like it doesn't make sense to me is that everything, you know, can be got from this one little square right here, you know. Because like imagine, right, say over here, you know, say you have silver, right, it's only worth a couple thousand credits, but then like, you know, you can't get silver like over here, for example, in the Newton's vault. So over here silver would be worth like fucking a lot, I don't know, like 1,000,000 a piece or something ridiculous like that. Like, and then that would like, you know, encourage more people to leave the bubble and like, you know, find rare materials that sell better, or like, you know, that would be, I don't know, that would be really cool. I would enjoy that a lot. I don't know why, like, you know, and like I'm not entirely sure about this next one because I'm really inexperienced. I've only ever killed one interceptor, like the flower things, and a handful of scouts, maybe like 100 scouts and like one interceptor or something. So I'm really newbie when it comes to like, you know, AX combat. So to my knowledge though, every single kind of like, you know, Agoid guy, you know, is back over there, you know, in the inner Orion spur. And I mean, there's probably law, you know, where it was like, oh, they were like, you know, way the fuck over here, and then they saw us, and then they came over here, and whatever, right? But like, are you telling me that the entire rest of the galaxy, every other sector in the whole game, has no Thagoids? Because that just is ridiculous, you know? And I mean, yeah, like I kind of see why. Because imagine, you know, you're just exploring, you know, you're chilling, and like, you know, you're in your exploration ship, or, you know, like this ship, right? Like if an interceptor just shot at this ship for like 3 seconds, I would probably die. Like, I get it, but I mean, I don't know. That's just that's just the way it is. That would kind of, you know, incentivize people to have, you know, more well-rounded, you know, better, you know, more defensible ships. You know what I mean? Like my Cobra Mach 5. I know, obviously, I'm not about to be taking out a fucking, you know, Thagoids in my Cobra Mach 5, right? But for example, you know, my Cobra Mach 5 sacrificed a lot of jump range to have, like, you know, weapons, and like it can do, you know, a bunch of different stuff. It has a lot of cargo space, you know what I mean? So but I feel like the way that the reason that isn't the case, right? I feel like the way that the ships are literally like inherently designed in this game, you know, with like the limited amount of like modules in terms of like weapons, and also in terms of you know, just optional internals, you know, that all that stuff and utility mounts. I think the way that the ships are in this game is very limiting compared to like the amount of like modules that exist in the game. Now I've actually had a friend, one of my friends, I don't know if he still plays, it was a while ago, and basically he had an Asp Explorer, and it was really cool. Asp Explorer, I didn't get much jump range, I don't really remember, it was kind of low, but he actually set it up, you know, he had like a couple AX weapons, and then like a couple regular weapons, and then, you know, like good enough to basically fight, you know, really low level Thagoids, and also, you know, pretty low to mid level pirates. Still, you know, jump and explore, you know, SRV, you know, all that type of stuff. Very jack of all trades type build. And I don't know, I just thought that that was really, really cool, really interesting. Because honestly, I don't really see many ships like that anymore. Like definitely don't see ships like that. And I think that that's kind of sad because I know that Star Citizen right now is a very big everybody's really angry at them, and I mean people have a right to be angry at them. They took $800 million. The game's been in alpha essentially for like 13 years. Ridiculous. And now they're also charging for essentially like ship upgrades, where your ship is just better than the same ship of somebody else if they don't buy this it's like module or whatever. Can't remember exactly what it is, but it's like some upgrade kit that you put in your ship that just makes it just better. And the only way to get them is with real money. So people are pretty mad about how greedy they're being. But that said, I mean, it's kind of an unfair comparison because that game has like, a lot less content than well, I mean, it's barely even a game, is it? It's just basically like a freaking tech demo, honestly. But there's a lot less content, but I feel like, the big ships in that game, right? Like like that, the big ships, like for example, like the Idris one that's like $1,500. Pretty recent one. That ship can pretty much do everything in the game. And I suppose that's a good and a bad thing. Like obviously if you just have one ship that can essentially just do everything the best, it might get a bit boring, but at the same time, like that ship is ridiculously expensive, all like freaking 6 months of grinding to get. Like hardcore grinding, so I don't know, I just feel like the ships in Elite are like there's way too many options, but like the specific archetypes, like Explorer, Combat, Anti-Xeno, whatever, Trade, I feel like the specific archetypes they basically have to be, extremely specialized for them to be, worth using, essentially. Because at the end of the day, like even if you're just moving cargo, you're obviously gonna want the ship with like 780 cargo versus I don't know, 512. But the one with 780 or 790 or whatever the heck you can get the Kuda to, like you can't do anything else really with it because it's just all cargo racks. Whereas the one that's 512, obviously you could put like other modules in it, have a shield or whatever, and actually like use it for something else. But I mean that's not even the way the game works, honestly. Like especially with fleet carriers as well being in the game. Like I think fleet carriers are good, but like long range like trading really isn't the thing anymore. You just dunk everything in a fleet carrier and like do like one jump with it and then take everything out of it again. It's kind of like the way that is. The soundscape is pretty good on this radio Sidewinder. It fits this game really well. Actually, I was listening to this while my friend was playing Oblivion Remastered, and he was in like the Oblivion gate, and he was like, "Wow, this music works really well here, too." And I'm like, "Damn, that's pretty cool." review game. Oh, there's something right there. I've definitely tried to play this game with like sticks, by the way. Like I have the most of my friends swear by sticks. You know, like they would rather have like the shittiest like stick combo. You know, if it meant that they didn't have to use like a mouse and keyboard. And I don't know, like I guess I got sweet talked into it, you know? It was strange though, because I know that I don't like controllers. I don't like physical, you know, buttons and like knobs and like sticks and shit. I don't know why. I just don't, you know, I just don't like controllers or whatever. And what was it? Oh yeah, I forgot to you know, I did forget to change it. Oh well. I mean, it's there we go. We missed out on 26 minutes. .26 minutes of running around essentially. I mean, all I've been doing is like sitting here like yapping and fucking searching. Anyway, so I think I got like the thrust masters, like the thrust master, like freaking like 21,000 or whatever, and I thought that those were terrible. And then my friend was like, "Oh, get VKBs," and I got VKBs, and I also thought those were terrible. So, back to mouse and keyboard. It's because I was just streaming like something else, and I like forgot to like change the window, and I have the preview disabled. Though I mean, to be fair, you're not missing much. There we go. Let's see how far away we are. 14 jumps. Wow. Pretty long way to get over there. I mean, you know, we're gonna get there eventually. You know, interestingly, didn't even see that message in my in the stupid what is it called, like OBS like thing, like plugin, whatever. I had to it told me that there was a new message. It didn't show me what it was, so I had to like look like the website like on YouTube to see it, which is kind of messed up, but you know, whatever. Dude, where is where is anything, dude? Hello? Oh, there we go. Stupid random icy bodies. Let me see. Yeah, OBS literally like. Oh, there it is. No, I think it was in like the wrong mode or something. Not entirely sure, but whatever. I suppose the solution to like
Frameshift drive charging.
making sure that doesn't happen again is don't disable the preview or share the whole window instead of just the game window, but whatever. To be perfectly honest as well, pretty much all the people that are ever gonna watch this, like the VOD, like my friends, are just like they're working and they just play it like a podcast anyway, so though that is pretty embarrassing. Would definitely appreciate Rick there for telling me that.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Two out of 8. Alright. Where are the other ones? Oh, here they are. I think the reason I had the preview disabled is because it like super distracts me when there's something like on my other monitor like swooshing around. Definitely
System scan.
definitely kind of
complete.
annoying. I know you don't have to find the asteroids, but like yeah, that's screw. We're not at the cool place yet, it's fine. There's
Frameshift drive charging.
you scan one system, you scan them all. Got another 13 gems before we go look at that system anyway.
4, 3, 2,
I think probably the reason why I don't share my entire monitor is because I'm like alt tabbing a lot to like, you know, message people or do stuff or whatever. And it would just be, you know, frustrating.
fuel scooping. System scan complete. Fuel scooping complete.
That's a nice system there where you get in it and you don't gotta scan. You gotta FSS because there's nothing to scan. Very chill. Dude, this better be like the thickest black hole I've ever seen in my life. I want to see just like an absolute like. I mean, there's some other cool systems around it as well, but I'm pretty sure they're all like neutron stars.
Fuel scooping complete.
It'd be pretty neat if like there was specifically a filter for just like black holes instead of just non-sequence. Because sometimes, you know, you look and it's just like you see a bunch of them and then they're all just neutron. And like keep clicking on them, and just going through all of them. Wow, where are we going here? We're going like deep. Let me actually like check something really quick on the oh yeah. Yeah. This is the black screen for like 28 minutes. That's pretty funny. Anyways, getting distracted. Just trying to scan my bodies. There's some All the IML content worlds. Wonder if any of them can support Stram. That might be worth checking out. Oh, you know what? I think my OBS was set to top chat instead of like live chat, which is why I didn't see anything. Because I'm still like really new slash extremely unexperienced with like all this software, to be honest. I just wanted to start like getting shit like documented, you know, for the fun of it. Why is this moving so much?
System scan
There we
complete.
go. What do we have? Pretty fun looking system. Yeah, none of those worlds can have SRAM. Well, I mean, it's not like we're gonna land on them anyway, but... But it's good to know.
Fuels complete.
I'll have to remember to put in the description that the first like 28 minutes or whatever of this one
Scoping complete.
have no visual. Alright, these stinking asteroids. Oh, here they are. Oh my god, I expected it to be there. I didn't think it would be so far down. Do you ever just want to like buy something that you super don't need and that you absolutely shouldn't buy, but you also want it even though you know that you won't use it and it's a waste of money? That's like a thing that I get, you know, very frequently. But it's fine. We all go through stupid phases. And if you want to buy something to make yourself happy for like, you know, all of like 5 minutes, you should totally do that. And then feel bad, you know, that you spent like $1,000 on something that you're never going to use. Oh, fall warning. Yep, you know who you are. I definitely didn't buy the bike. Like actually, I didn't buy it. Not yet, but I will, and it'll be exactly that situation. But you know, life is too short to do boring things.
System scan complete.
What do we got?
Frameshift drive charging.
where is the exclusion zone of this star? Oh, there it is. It wasn't showing up for a while. I thought I accidentally hit the keybind to like turn them off or whatever. It's a bit spooky. Don't even remember what I have that keybind to right now actually. Hello, gas giant. Good one. Suppose we'll get these rocky bodies. Oh, they're icy bodies. No. Close enough. No, it would definitely be nice if like, you know, the amount of money you got for doing this, just like scanning stuff was like a lot more. Like you would have to scan like one stratum is like 76 mil for like first football or something. So you would have to scan like I don't even know, dude, like 1,000 or something. 1,000 freaking planets. I feel like the equivalent of like one stratum. I mean that's just a random guess, but still. Oh god, dude. Yeah, but anyways, so the Minecraft thing. Trying to remember how to do like, you know, AE2 and as and well, to be fair, I never knew how to do as to begin with. I mean, obviously I know how to like make spells and spellbooks and shit, but like, you know, the actual mod. Oh, there's the I forgot there's the as storage as well. I completely forgot about that with like the bookworms. I never found out how to use the auto crafter with that. Maybe I can figure out that. That could be pretty cool actually. Though it'll be pretty embarrassing if you know, I'm streaming and I have to go watch like a YouTube guide to figure out how to do it. You know, or just chilling and then randomly like 3 hours into the stream. Hey guys, so today I'm gonna show you how to use the Ars auto crafter. You know, that would be pretty embarrassing. But you know, there's a lot of things in that mod pack, you know, and it's pretty complicated. So I guess I could just like mute my desktop audio to the stream if I need to do that.
Tensions between Yuri Grom and Felicia Winters have erupted into conflict around the mining system of LP85534. The system's platinum rush, triggered by local construction demands, has drawn forces from both powers. Yuri Grom's representative accused federal factions of cornering the market unfairly.
Platinum rush factions. Oh, this stupid bubble activity, dude. I ain't got time for that. I'm busy being out here in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
85534 to assist in industrial mining operations and help push back the federal forces. This has been Nexus X-Mark Oregon reporting for Radio Sidewinder News.
Definitely enjoy being over here. Though I do want to go back over there and check out all the new content. Maybe by the time I get there, the stupid Panther Clipper will be out as well. I haven't even had chance to look at the toucan ship yet. What is it even called? I literally don't know what it's called. The new The new one, the one that everybody says is really ugly. I can't remember what it's called. I haven't, the Corsair or some shit. I haven't even had the chance to look at that yet because there's absolutely no stations out here. Oh, we're jumping into a neutron star right here, aren't we? Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, damn. It's pretty big. I'm not trying to get crazy with any boosts or anything. Just trying to get to where I need to go without exploding. I'm just in one piece. That is a scorched planet if I've ever seen one.
System scan.
Alright. That is... I wonder how close that is to the star there.
Frameshift drive charging.
Seems like it's a little far away. You know, like that one planet called like the Planet of Death, kind of like Neo Colonia. I plan to go there eventually, just to look at it. But cool if like found another one of those. The one that like goes through like the neutron star, like I guess beam.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping.
Yeah, I mean right now we're deep out in the boonies.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
I don't know about you, but Elite is just such a chill game, you know? Just zone out to it.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete. Fuel scooping complete.
I guess a cool kind of take on the whole like FSS scanning would be if you had like a G5 with like an experimental effect to like have a chance, like the scanner, like an experimental effect to have a chance to like, you know, detect, you know, bodies when you honk. Now, I think that would be a pretty cool take on like if that was gonna have a bit of an overhaul. I mean, I know that you can detect bodies with it, but that's only if they're, you know, like really close.
Fuel scooping.
I'm waiting for the day
Complete.
where I hop into a system and there's just like 200 bodies. And I just gotta spend like half an hour scanning everything. I remember very first time I went exploring on my very first system that I ever, you know, came across. I didn't know what the FSS was because I guess, you know, I don't read tutorials or whatever, or pay attention to like guides. And I remember thinking, you know, sitting by the main star, and I honked, and it was like, you know, 1 out of like 10 or whatever. And I'm like, how am I supposed to find, you know, these other like planetary bodies when they're literally like infinite, you know, potential infinite directions, infinite, you know, degrees, infinite distances away from where I am. And I remember I was like, I spun around and like looked around for, you know, a good 10 or 15 minutes, and then I was like, that's probably one there. And I just like, you know, accelerated and pointed my ship at like a random dot in the sky that I could see. And of course it was nothing, and I was just going for like, you know, 500,000 light seconds for no reason before I finally learned what like the full spectrum scanner was. And I'm like, oh, that's how you're supposed to do it. Oh, jumping into another neutron, looks like. Over where this black hole was, there was a ton of these neutron stars, so... Oh my god, dude, they're so big about it. Like, holy shit, dude. Huge. Okay, here's a rocky body. And right here is a gas giant. Oh wow, that's a pretty big boy right there. Mm-hmm. 152 Earth masses. I guess he's not that big. He just looks big because I forget how small these are. Well, relative. Their car is small. I guess they're super crazy long. How far away are we right now? 3 jumps. We're almost there. I swear, if I like get there and it just puts me into the black hole and I just like instantly die, it'd be so much. Bodies, so this system's gonna take us a little bit to get through. Oh wow, I'm moving because I was going so quick when I activated it. Look at that name, ABC2. Nice. But yeah, there's a nebula around here. I wonder, you know, if we could go over to it. Might look pretty cool. Wow, what the heck? The most stratum I found in one system, by the way. I think 6 or 7. That was a very, very nice system, and all the bodies really close together as well. But I haven't done exobiology for quite a while, or at least properly. It's very samey, you know. You like only care about stratum. You get your stratum, you go get more stratum. It's very boring. It's good money, but you know, it's super enjoyable. It would be cool if like, because you know how like, because it's the same difficult. It's kind of the same thing with I said with mining, right? Like it's the same difficulty to get a plant that's worth like 1 million than it is to get a plant that's worth like, you know, 80 million. Like, and I don't know, like that just frustrates me. It takes the same amount of time and the same amount of effort to get something that's worth like way less. I don't know, I just think that that's dumb. I feel like they could overhaul exobiology where like if you complete a planet you get something relative / similar. Like if you're first footfall and you document all of the plant types, I feel like you should get a substantial bonus depending on like how many total different like, you know, plants there are there. Because then that would like help break up the monotony of like you only care about stratum. Oh yeah, like this place is identified, so for sure probably where this hole is probably identified as well, but still want to go look at it because they're still cool, so you know, still excited to go see it. Spent quite a while getting here, basically an hour, wow, to get all the way here, so definitely not going to be disappointed.
Sideliner is sponsored by V Hercules Body Rub and Toner. V Hercules exfoliates and energizes to leave your skin radiant and refined, even after logging hundreds of hours in the cockpit. Dermatologist tested and non-allergenic. V Hercules is the only body rub.
Oh, it's very small.
With 7 natural ingredients and over 3,000 unnatural ingredients. Available in cream, mist, lotion, and gel. It's V Hercules Body Rub and
It's a
Toner.
very tiny black hole. Oh my
This hour of
god.
Radio Sidewinder is sponsored by Pavonis Ear Grubs from LaborSec. If your factory farm is
It's
staffed with
very,
ears,
very
you
small.
need Pavonis ear
Very,
grubs.
very,
They're
very
simple
small.
to use. Just attach one dormant grub to each of your servants' foreheads. If a worker
Well, we
tries
made
to
it.
escape, the remotely
Might have a
tuned
little
grub
look
will
around
return to
the
an active state and begin to burrow deep into his flesh. The
map.
resulting agony will stop
The
deserter right
galaxy
in
map,
his
see if we can
tracks.
see
Protect
anything
your
else.
human investment with Pavonis
That looks
ear
cool.
grubs from LaborSec.
It's so small, you basically can't even see it.
To actually move forward. I don't mean
You
to
can
go
definitely
back to
like
some
see the
fuel,
distortion.
Scan asteroid
But it's
belts.
very, very
I mean to go
small.
back and see where you came from, where you've been,
Alright, well
how
let's
you
have a
got
look at
here,
the
see where you're going. I know there are those
have a look at
that
this
say you
map
can't
again
go
then.
back.
Yeah, see, like this is what I'm
Yes,
talking about. Like you can only
Have the
search for
target
like,
right system.
you know,
Icon Asp Explorer. Live in the moment.
there doesn't appear to be anything.
Beautiful. She's smooth.
That's something right
She's
here.
fast.
And neutron
Who's he
again.
talking about?
Well, it sure ain't my wife.
The Mamba is here. It's speed and firepower you want.
Over here there was a bunch of
Based on a racing prototype, this ship is built for speed
I like-
and race.
pretty sure all of these are neutron.
And stockists, whether you're leaving competitors in the dust or running rings around those pesky Thargoids, think Mamba. Find it, isn't
Oh, there's
it?
another black hole right there. We'll go look at that one. It's only one jump away. Let's see if we can find a bigger one.
Drive charging.
Gotta be a bit careful with the fuel tank. Obviously, you don't want to Don't want to be running out, but that's pretty hard to do, honestly. Yeah, I mean, now that I've said that, probably just gonna not pay attention. Alright, let's see if we get a bigger one over here. I mean, we're pretty far, you know, like away from the middle. So probably not gonna find huge ones. That was exciting, wasn't it? Holy shit. We definitely got slingshot around that one. Oh my god, dude. That was a little scary, you know. There's another one as well, dude. There's so many around here. It's so close as well. I should definitely not be doing this. I should absolutely be taking, you know, better care. I'm just gonna find an absolute monstrous one, fly into it, and then just be absolutely toast. Alright, what are we doing in here then? Oh wow, look at those. These planets are so dark because there's no like, you know, there's no like proper light, you know, in this system. So I've never seen that before. That's so cool. Oh wow, there's so many stars. Look at all the neutron stars over here, dude. It's crazy. I guess we can actually look for black dots instead of just like randomly clicking on everything. Oh, I think I don't know. I mean, it's kind of, oh god damn it. It's kind of hard to you know, look for the little black dots anyways. They're very small and pretty hard to see, in my opinion. So many neutron stars though. Like, that is really cool. Just the sheer amount of neutron stars. Alright, game, where is the little black dot? I'm seeing little grey dots. Oh, they've definitely slowed down now. I don't even know if there's anything this deep. This would be super deep anyway. Look how far away is this? That's only 400. 400 straight down though, is pretty deep. Yeah, there's like an actual way. Like there's like I saw somebody made like a mathematical thing. Like calculation, you know, triangulating like the mass of like neighboring systems or whatever to like find out like where they're likely to be. And that is absolutely insane. Do not know how people come up with that. guess we could go over here a bit. Oh, there's one. Oh, hey. Is that even a black dot? No, that's a little gray dot. I figured it would be a black dot. No, it's kind of far away. I guess we refuel on the way, so that's fine.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, let's go jump towards some more absolute death traps.
4, 3, 2, 1. Fuel scooping.
20 bodies in here.
Fuel scooping complete.
Alright, well, I'm gonna scan this system. Oh, it seems like everything is like right over here. What was that? Ammonia world. That sounds absolutely awful. Imagine being on an ammonia world.
System scan.
Oh yeah. Alright then, let's go ahead and go over here. Alright, actually there's still 2 jumps before we get that, my bad. I mean, they're a big system, is it?
Fuel scooping.
21? Oh, pretty big, honestly. I would consider anything over like 15.
Fuel
Be
scooping
quite
complete.
annoying to scan. I remember one of my friends started playing recently and wasn't, you know, caught up to speed on the SCO. And he ended up buying an SCO drive, putting it in one of his ships, and then he activated it, and then didn't know how to turn it off. He was just screaming. It was very, very, very funny. Alright, there we go. Dunzo. Alright. Now let's head over here and check out the situation that is this next system.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's very very black jumping into it, so oh shit. Oh my god, dude. Definitely the where even is it? Is that it? Yeah. Definitely the spookiest you know, spookiest type of exploring you can do. Just jumping into black holes. Oh wow, look at this. Oh, no one's been here before either. We did it. Let me get a bit far away really quick. Not like super far, but just like right here. And then we'll go into the scanner. Oh wow. Pretty interesting to look at right there. Dude, it is. I need to like reposition actually. Dude, this... It's like so foggy about it, you know?
System scan complete.
Alright, so there's system scan. So everything is coming off of this right here. Oh, actually there's some stuff over there. I definitely want to like check out what this looks like. So let's go over that really quick. Well, 19,000, it's not gonna be extraordinarily fast, but we did get a discovery on a black hole that no one had found before. That's pretty cool. Now look at what's happening over there. Look at that. That's so cool. Oh wow, look how bright they are actually. Oh, that's so cool. This is a neutron star. Look at their orbits. Dude, the gravity over here is like... Whoops, I didn't mean to open that. The gravity over here is insane. Look how slow I'm going on like full throttle. Oh wow, look at their orbit here actually. There's probably like wait. If you waited here long enough? Oh my god. There's a chance that these could like intersect. Oh yeah, look at that. The lines are literally through each other right there. Like the orbit lines. Oh my god, that's so cool. I don't know how long it would take, but I'm definitely gonna bookmark this. Dude, that is so cool. Alright, so I guess if anyone wants to come and watch this, it's gonna be this system right here, and it is, I don't know, 47,000 away from Sol. Let's see how close that is. 37,000. I was 10,000 off. But yeah, that's actually really cool. That could definitely make like a cool like shot or like YouTube video, like if you like sat here and waited for them to like collide. I'd imagine it would take quite a few hours though. Let me just take a quick screenshot of this. That's so cool. Let me actually get this system name from my friend. Yeah, I'm messaging him on Discord right now. Alright, that is really, really cool. Can we find anything else? Anything else over here? Oh, there's another hole right there. Let's go check that out. Oh god. Alright, what do we got here? That is so cool. Another first discovery on the black hole. There's anything. Hello? Oh wait. Some stuff right there. No. Oh, there's some stuff right here. Talking to my friend right now about how exploring is just like really fun when you start finding a bunch of cool stuff. I mean, it's honestly really fun, really chill and relaxing, anyways. But you know, when you start finding a bunch of really cool, really cool things, it definitely like pays off like a lot more. Where is this neutron at? How close is it to the hole? Way the fuck over there. I think it's kind of close, right? Is that it? Let's get closer to it. I'm like tripping out. I keep thinking that, like, you know, maybe I should have the hole selected so I know where it is. Oh, it's like completely behind me. Okay, I thought that like the hole was like over there, and I thought that they were like inside of each other. Because you see how there's like that circle is like a bit blocked. I guess it's behind me. Anyways, let's have a look at the old galaxy map again. See what we can find. There's another black hole literally right there. This is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. There's so many. Are they wondering how far away we are from the fleet carrier? Maybe like 3,000. Probably not more than 2,000. I don't know. Probably like between 2,000 and 3,000. Whoa. Okay. That's definitely pretty interesting. This is also gonna be probably really dark. Or actually, no. I guess these guys do give up like a red glow. There's more in there. Yeah, it'd be really cool to find like a multi-black hole system. Wow, there's so many like little rock obs over there. I'm kind of sad they decided to not have the rogue planets in this game. You know, like you're just jumping between systems and then you just randomly get ripped out of like hyperspace or witch space or whatever by like a rogue planet. That would be so cool. Wow. This is a pretty neat looking system. Alright, well, let's have a look for some black holes. Of course, you know, this is only finding like when the black hole is like the primary star. I don't even know how you would have to like actually like just be random or like use some math bullshit with like the weight of the system to like find one where it's there's one right there.
War appears to be drawing ever closer, as it has been for decades. Neither the Federation nor the Empire appears to be interested in standing down. War on this scale is unprecedented and
Check out this black hole. It'd be pretty neat to find like a multi-black hole or like a multi-neutron. Or like, you know, both right next to each other. Like there's like the pillars of destruction or whatever, or the pillars of creation or whatever that popular one is called. That's like 4 neutron stars and like 2 black holes or whatever. Imagine how cool it would be to find another one of those or something similar.
What are you waiting for, Commander? Join Crimson Dagger today.
Wow. Well, this place has already been discovered, but I mean that's still pretty cool. You know, like absolutely no proper light in this place. So very dark.
And I dreamed to be part of
Very
something
cool.
more, something with purpose. I had a dream of becoming a pilot. Eventually, I managed to acquire a ship of my own. That's when I realized how big and dangerous the galaxy really is, and how much I truly didn't know.
Black hole neutron right
Those first
there.
few days were hard.
Go
I
check
know
that
how to
out.
make it all work.
That could be pretty cool.
How to earn credits, avoid pirates and corrupt system authorities shooting at me left and right. That's when they found me. The Ace is wild. They were pilots with purpose, dedication, and above all else, they provided me with a home. A community of like-minded folks willing to show me the ropes and get me back on my feet. They showed me how to succeed, and also how to have fun doing it. So if you're a stripping commander, in this rough galaxy, and are looking for a dependable squadron that will teach you what you need to know, look no further than the Aces Wild Aerospace Corps, headquartered in the Banyani system. Aces High.
What? Why is there nothing on my radar? Okay, there we go. That's pretty neat. Alright, what is this? Oh, it's a gas giant. There it is.
System scan complete.
Where is this hole at then? It's over there. Seems like the neutron is pretty far from it. The neutron is, oh yeah, way over there. That's sad. Alright, let's continue looking at the galaxy map, see what we can find. Oh, I didn't mean to double click it. Oh well, it's not too big a deal. I am mindful of the amount of fuel that I have right now. I'm kind of mindful of the amount of fuel that I have. So many. A1 VA. 300 light years away though. Why are we refueling at there? Is that enough fuel to get all the way there? Who knows? Well, we can refuel here. You know, I'm not entirely sure that we have enough. Whatever. We'll find out. Should be heading back to my fleet carrier soon though, because been playing this game for quite a while. Yeah, it's gonna take about an hour to get back as well, so. Oh yeah. There's certainly 28 or something. Those are big bodies, but I'm a bit too lazy to scan those right now. That's when I get over here. Check this out. There's another refuel right there. Yeah, I want to go check this out and then head back to the fleet carrier. Dude, the Mandalay is so ridiculous. You can literally just charge your frameshift drive like underneath the star and just not even overheat. You know, compared to like the Beluga, where you literally can't even charge your frameshift drive without overheating. Oh yeah, so like the Panther Clipper, I think it's cool that they're adding a really big cargo ship. I hope it can hold like, you know, 2,000 or 3,000 tons. But like, I think it's silly that like they're restricting it to the size of the mail slot and like large landing pads. I think it would be really cool if it was more akin to something like you park it somewhere, kind of like, not like the fleet carrier, you know, like, you know, you can actually pilot the thing, you know. But there was special kind of like docks that you would take it to like modify it and upgrade it or whatever. And if you didn't have a fleet carrier, for example, maybe you could just leave it there and like, you know, get a different ship out, whatever. I'm not, you know, I mean, I understand that would be kind of annoying for people without, you know, a fleet carrier, you know, assuming that they would let you put it on a fleet carrier with like a special dock specifically for that ship. But like, I don't know, just like really big ships are really cool, and it would be really fun to be able to have like pilot one. But you know, they have to be limited by the mail slot and by the mail slot and the landing pad sizes. I mean, the Type 8, for example, pretty much basically is the entire medium landing pad, so I mean, maybe it'll be, you know, just a giant cube and basically be the entire, you know, the entire large landing pad. Alright, let's go ahead and see what the damage is. How far away are we from the carrier? 22 jumps? You know, I mean, that's not too bad. It's just under 2,000 light years.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm probably just gonna honk these systems on the way back. You know, I've done a lot of FSSing today, so feeling pretty lazy. Give them a quick honk, look at their map, and move to the next one.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. System scan complete.
I mean, it'd be pretty easy if all the systems on the way back are like those two. Nothing in them but the star. Primary star.
Frameshift drive charging.
We found quite a few black holes. So that's always fun. A couple of them were already found, and we found quite a few ourselves. It's always exciting when you're jumping into a new system and you know that it's a black hole and you have no idea if it's like a small one or not. I remember one time we parked a fleet carrier around the black hole, and quite a few people on board were complaining that they couldn't, you know, drop into it effectively, and that it was very hard to see where it was. I'm like, what do you mean, dude? I love the okay. And then one time we parked the carrier like right in between two like really big like stars, and everybody was like, why did you do that? I'm literally overheating taking off. Also pretty funny. Study 3. Just running back to the carrier right now. Only 18 more jumps. It's gonna take too long. It would take long if we were fully scanning every system in the way. Forget that noise. Might just be chill now and let the game kind of just like continue. Zone out.
System scan complete. Fuel syncing. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
We're jumping up on something real bright up ahead. Might be a neutron. It is. I'm not trying to get no jetcon boosts right now.
System scan complete.
They do look very cool though, especially with that nebula in the background.
This is Radio Sidewinder, bringing you the latest Galnet news.
This is a Galnet news report from the 16th of May 3311. Alliance Assembly votes to end Sirius Defense Pact. The Alliance Assembly has voted to end the Strategic Defense Pact between the Alliance and Sirius Corporation. The pact, agreed in January 2008, was a response to growing Thargoid hostility in the months prior to the alien invasion of the core systems. At the time, the Alliance
Could you
operations
imagine
were
if
seen
you're
as
way
lacking
out here,
adequate
like if this
anti-Xenon
was like,
weapons and defenses.
you know, real, right?
Sirius Corporation
You're
spent
way out
years
here.
refitting ADF vessels
Super
over the
crazy
past
far for like civilization.
leveraging its position to secure profitable contracts
And like
in
you're just
unrelated
getting like
fields.
live radio.
The motion to end the pact was raised by Councillor Nakato Kane, seconded
Like
by
how
Councillor
long the
Vincent
signal would
Evan
take to
Green,
reach you.
and was approved by
How like
the Senate
ridiculously
majority.
impossible it would be.
In the opening argument, Kane called the pact an opportunistic ploy for military influence in Alliance space, with eyes on a monopoly over small corporations founded in Alliance member systems. Prime Minister Edmund Marn had argued in favour of maintaining the pact, pointing out that the recent Thargoid invasion is unlikely to be the last Xeno threat we ever see, and the ADF benefits greatly from Sirius Corp's technology and industrial might. Analysts believe that a reduced Sirius Corp presence in allied military
I mean, that's the thing with the Thargoids, right? Like, I know that a very large portion of the player base basically only play for like AX. So like, they can't just defeat the Thargoids forever, right? Like, so many people would be like so bored and have like nothing to do.
Trust the Bank of Sales
System
City's
scan
hard-out
complete.
You're listening to Radio Sidewinder.
Frameshift drive charging.
This hour of Radio Sidewinder is sponsored by Uncle Tony's.
Even though like literally, you know, like if it were like a real situation, you know, we would want to completely just like exterminate all of the Thargoids. But you know, here in the game, obviously. Bit different.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Frameshift
I do feel kind of bad, you know, just ripping through all these systems and not bothering to scan them, but it just takes a real long time. And you know, like I said, we already scanned a lot. Yeah, I mean, I guess if I like totally minimize this ship, I could get closer to like 100 light years, but I mean, I haven't been back to the bubble in like 6 months, so it's pretty good for what I've been able to get out of it. Oh. That's kind of cool. Look how close they are. There's another pair over there. Then you binary orbit.
Frameshift drive charging.
How many things are in this system? 20. More jumps. Takes quite a while to get them all done. Yeah, I honestly thought that drop was going to align with like popping into the system. I was getting pretty hyped for it, honestly. Yeah, like look, directly under the staff, you can just charge your frameshift drive and not even like overheat. $105 out of 110 is close, but you know. Absolutely crazy shaper and so cool. Well, you know, we've seen some real cool stuff earlier. I'm probably gonna get on either World of Warcraft or like Minecraft next. I don't know, dude. Whenever I'm presented with like an empty kind of like palette on Minecraft and like just nothing set up yet, I always find it really hard to like get going. Because I'm just like, oh wow, look at all this stuff. And I'm like, but what do I do first though? Oh my god, you're so red. Finding these big like red or like the big orange ones or whatever, the big colorful ones, very scientific, I know. Finding them with like the asteroid rings around them is super cool.
Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, looking at the concurrent views, I guess I do kind of have some views right now. You know, I can't imagine anybody wanting to watch this. It isn't my boys, so that's kind of cool, I guess. I hope it's something that you can zone out to at least.
Frameshift drive charging.
But yeah, when we get back to the Garia, gonna go ahead and set a jump up for it. And I'm gonna have a bit of a workout. I've been slacking recently. I need to get into it a bit more. My cardio is like absolutely terrible. I definitely want more cardio, honestly, more than like anything. Well, more than anything, you know, in relation of like exercise. You know, you have no idea, you know, because you look at yourself, right, and you're like, huh, you know, like I'm not an absolute land whale. But then you like try and run or like cycle, you know, for more than like 30 seconds, and then you're just dead, and then you're like, wow, What the hell? I guess I am out of ship. So I definitely want to try and get better with that. Nothing like crazy. Like I've only been to an actual gym like once or twice. I don't know. Gyms are weird. I'm way too like not like antisocial, but like just I guess like weird around like other people. I don't know. Anyways, of course we're on the other side of this star here.
Fuel scooping complete.
Juicy Tago Tacos. These scrummy snacks are perfect for hungry commanders. Oh boy, I'm starving. One Tago Taco has all the ingredients.
Beth Angeles, by the way, being in reference to Final Fantasy 13 series.
Oh, Commander.
Get your daily recommended daily allowance.
I think that the the back of the fleet carrier kind of reminds me of when he does his like when his face opens up and all like the laser beams come out.
Snacks are perfect for hungry commanders. Oh boy, I'm starving. One Tago Taco has all the ingredients for a healthy, active lifestyle.
So that's why I called my fleet carrier Beth Angeles.
Self-confidence and style. Hey babe, want to take a trip to Sagittarius, eh?
Oh, Commander.
Get your daily recommended daily allowance of Tago Tacos. Enjoy Tago Tacos as part of fun style.
And again, this ship is gonna have auto docking because the module adds like 0 weight, so I may as well take advantage of it. Yeah, pretty much all of the ships I actually use for like a specific thing don't have auto docking, but I thought freaking screw it, I'll put it on this one because there's nothing else I'm going to put in those slots anyway because I want to be lightweight. Alright, let me get the name of the next jump we're going to do.
One Tago Taco has all the ingredients for a healthy, active lifestyle.
Alright, I've got it.
Guaranteed to lead to increased self-confidence and style. Hey babe, you want to take a trip to Sagittarius, eh?
Oh, Commander.
Get your daily recommended daily allowance of Tago Tacos. Enjoy Tago Tacos as part of fun style. Overconsumption can lead to hyperactivity, high blood pressure, and bizarre visit Sagittarius.
And we made it. We landed. Let's get into the Type 9. And I don't really care too much about like, reputation or like what is that thing they added? The merits or whatever with the new power play. So, I'd rather just sell my exploration data right now and get a bit of extra credits. Another 12.3. So what, we're like 8.2 mil right now. Oh wow, that's 6.7. We're getting over like 12 mil. I mean, that's decent, It obviously doesn't compare to like other money making methods, especially not exobiology, but it's definitely more interesting, more exciting than exo. And if you're someone who cares about merits or whatever, obviously don't do this. It's just that I'm gonna blow up a few times because my friends, we like to like shoot each other and stuff, so this is quite a lot of money we've made from data actually. Wasn't expecting it to be so much. 9 mil for that one. Wow. And this is all just, you know, basically from right now. You know, I don't keep data, so I wish you could sell it quicker, like just sell all of it at once instead of like page by page. Oh, 11 mil. I mean, I guess I would kind of care about merits, but like, honestly, only if you were able to get them from like any like turn in, you know? Yeah, you can only get them from like turning them in at like your faction or whatever. Which is lame. So, I mean, that was, I don't know how much money we started at. Maybe we got like 40 mil or something from that. Pretty cool. Getting closer to elite exploration. I believe elite is after pioneer, but not too sure. I always like to take as much tritium out of the fleet carrier as possible, so that, you know, when you're jumping, it weighs less there, so, you know, it doesn't cost as much per jump. It's gonna top up the FIFA right now. It does definitely take quite a long while to take it out of your carrier and put it into your ship. And sometimes it does this thing where you like confirm and it doesn't actually confirm. Quite frustrating. What am I doing? That's not what I want to do. Alright, and then the next place we're gonna go to is over here. Way over here. Alright, that's set. Pretty much the plan is we're heading towards Colonia right now. Colonia being, you know, over there basically. Asura's kind of right next to Colonia. So, you know, we're almost there. 17,000 light years. We were way over here. But you know, we're coming back from over there. A lot of people on the fleet carrier have a lot of things to do in Colonia. So there's definitely going to be, we're going to be there for, you know, a while, a few weeks. And then after Colonia, we might go back to the bubble. I'm not sure. Oh look, I've got a friendo over there right now. Probably doing some power play garbage. Anyways, you know, I mean, if you have been watching, this is pretty cool. Thank you for watching. Honestly, didn't really expect anyone to watch this. I just expected my friends to watch this, so it's kind of cool that like randoms are watching it. You're all pog. I'm gonna go work out a bit and try work on my cardio, and then I'll either play like WoW or like Minecraft or something when I come back. It's not gonna be too long. See you later.